The Freeride World Tour is the ultimate competition in big mountain skiing and snowboarding. It brings the best riders in the world to some of the most spectacular faces the mountains have to offer. The tour consists of 5 events over 3 continents. The first stop of the 2019 Freeride World Tour is Hakuba, Japan, where the snow is almost unparalleled. They have an average snowfall of 14 meters per year, and the highest recorded amount in one day is 187 centimeters. This premier stop has become known as Japao for obvious reasons. Not only does Japan have the terrain and the snowfall, but it's also a hit with the international riders who have the chance to experience the land of the rising sun from a cultural angle.
I think you might step up. You might like step up, put in, bring that, and then step back, maybe.
Coin,
bell,
step back.
Step back, but bow twice.
It is gonna give us so much luck for the comp.
Freeriding is whatever you want it to be, and these athletes want it to be big lines, big drops, and big tricks. From all the snow disciplines, this is their chosen medium.
Skiing and freeride brings a ton of sensations, but probably nothing as strong as at the end of the run, there is this huge release of endorphins and accomplishment after a run that you've just obsessed over that is just the best feeling in the world.
Das Gefühl, im Powder zu landen.
The feeling of landing in the powder and choosing your lines is actually part of the necessary skills. It's not just about the descent, but also about the eye you develop over time. I can express myself much better than in a snow park, for example. Free skiing in general is where my heart belongs.
Ist, wo mein Herz hingehört.
Freeriding for me is with a capital F. Everyone takes it their own way, playing with the mountain, doing tricks anywhere you like. It's not like a snow park or the piste. It's about being out on the mountain in nature and adapting to the terrain, having fun and expressing yourself.
What is that thing? Run up! Yeah! That was fucking crazy!
The weather report is favorable, so the riders awake before dawn and make their way to the competition location. There are no practice runs, so the riders have to study the terrain from a distance and calculate the snow conditions before the hike to the summit. This is a skill honed over the years in the mountains and should not be taken lightly.
It was definitely worth going to Japan when you see it like this. We had probably at least 30 centimeters of fresh snow, a bit of wind, so we'll see how affected it is, but as it looks from here, it's perfect.
Yeah, the face is great for tricks. It has lots of wind lips, lots of side lips. I'm happy about my line, and I think it's playful, and I'll probably do a trick. I'm looking forward to it. Just great.
Machen und ja, ich freue mich drauf. Mega.
This year, we see the snowboard category stacked with potential winners. Austria's Gigi Roof showed some fantastic potential in 2018 with playful riding and a bag full of freestyle tricks. It was an invaluable year of experience. America's Davy Baird put in a great start to the season with a first and a second place, then a third in Verbier to give him the bottom step on the podium. SAMMY LUEBKE, the defending champion, had a slow start in 2018 with an injury that hampered his results. However, the two-time champion pulled it back with a win in Andorra and Verbier to take the overall title for 3 years in a row. The American displayed incredible line choice with a classic fluid style and control. This, combined with tricks and drops, makes him the one to beat. On the women's side, 2017 champ Marion Harity took 2 wins last year, but her smooth style and commitment to drops was not enough to knock Austria's Manuela Mandl off the top spot. She was unfaltering in her display, her strength, speed, and skills in the more technical sections of the mountains. Winning in Canada and Andorra, she starts this year as the defending champion.
Such an incredible group of riders out here from all over the world, and honestly it's an honor to put a bid on and get nervous in the start gate with them.
The snow looks amazing and super hyped right now. It's gonna be sick!
The reigning World Tour champion takes full advantage of the incredible snow conditions and the natural features with his trademark smooth style. But it's not LUEBKE's day. He gets caught out by a camouflaged ice chunk. He exits unscathed, but disappointed.
Hakuba.
In Hakuba, it's my first competition in freeride in my life. I'm stoked and drop in 2 or 3 riders. Victor Delarue drops in for the first time and shows his commitment to the competition, but he takes a fall at the top of the face. However, he redeems himself over the rest of the run. America's Davy Baird finds some perfect Japanese powder and makes it look easy.
Right before drop in, quite nervous.
The Austrian style guru with a solid background in freestyle is in his 2nd year on the tour. He links together a series of drops and throws in a 360 for good measure. A pleasure to watch.
Fühlt sich gut an.
It feels good. It feels like the weight is off my shoulders, especially with all the nervousness you're building up.
Nervosität, die man aufbaut.
Next up is one of the biggest names in snowboarding, Travis Rice. The Jackson Hole rider has a string of snowboard film sections and competition wins behind him, but this is his first Freeride World Tour event. His experience and meticulous planning see him link a series of hits and gullies. He's the only snowboarder to nail a 720 and a backflip in his run. He takes the win.
Holy to take a win here with this group, especially this year, the snowboard men's field is stacked. Yeah, it's an honor, man. I'm psyched. All is well in my world right now. So.
Travis Rice only had a wild card for Japan, but a fantastic start to the season also for Gigi Roof and Davy Baird. The American dominated this category. France's Marion Herty gets off to a good start, finding some fresh pow and putting in a 360 off a wind lip. The World Tour champion Manuela Mandl follows her up. The Austrian shows her trademark speed and control. Russia's Anna Orlova starts her second season on the World Tour, and her motivation is strong this year. She finds fresh pow and the biggest drops of the day to take her first win ever.
This is my first one I won, but I was twice second, 1/3, so it means like everything for me. I'm waiting it, I'm working on it, and it's just one dream come true today.
A great result for the young Russian, beating the two previous world champions, Marion Hertie and Manuela Mandl.
Doing a contest line is similar to maybe doing a film line, except I would say there's a bit more pressure, because this is one shot. You know, film line, you might be able to go up and try it again. A big part of my process getting ready to drop in is I usually get super analytical, think about the line, think, and then I like to take about a minute before I actually drop into a film line or contest line and just breathe and actually forget everything. For me, that's been a trick. Dropping in, a bit of wind gust, cruising, thinking about the line, made it right down into this gully, had a nice big backside turn, and then this was a big feature for me. It's really tricky with the sun and shadow because your depth perception, depth of field is really tough in the flat light. It's blind from here, but this is where, you know, visualizing again and again and again days prior and doing your homework makes it so when you're in this situation, you have confidence and trusting where you're gonna go. This actually is probably the most, I think the most technical part of my entire run. I was extremely psyched on this moment of the line because I was able to hop right into that tranny, just like that.
The snow in Japan is remarkable due to its proximity to the ocean. It falls light and fluffy and in plentiful amounts. It's the perfect medium for freeriding, and with the famous Japanese trees, the riders love the first stop of the season.
So we're gonna start in LUEBKE, and then we're going to Tsugaike, and then after that we're going to end up in Cortina for the end of the day.
Whew. First time driving on the wrong side. I guess some people call it the left, but we made it. So far riding here, I just feel like a total novice, to be honest. There's so many secrets, I feel like, for free riders, but there's so much good riding to do.
We have all these different resorts that are within reach. They're like a 10-minute car ride away from each other, and within a day you can go to like 3-4 different ones, or you can stay in one and ride all the powder.
The current men's Freeride World Tour champion Christopher Turdell had a fantastic start to the 2018 season. The Swedish skier looked almost unbeatable with his meticulous control and massive drops. The season peaked in Andorra with possibly the best run of the year. His title was secured in Fieberbrunn with a second place before taking an injury and missing the last event of the season in Verbier. This year he's back to full strength and is keen to defend his title. However, Italy's stylemaster Marcus Eder is hot on his heels. The former freestyler took a podium in Kicking Horse and arguably the most challenging event in Verbier. In the women's category, Ariana Tricomi is the reigning champion, winning 3 of 5 events in 2018. Her line choice is bold and she maintains control well in the most technical sections. Andorra saw her go down in history as the first female to put a 360 into her run. She is changing the face of women's freeriding. This season there is a whole new wave of skiers that are bringing their skills to the tour with the likes of Norway's Hedvig Wessel and the 2 Swiss, Maud Besse and Elisabeth Gerritsen. Norway's Hedvig Wessel throws the gauntlet down early in the proceedings. She lines up with speed and nails a backflip off the first big windlip, the first ever landed in the women's category. Switzerland's Elisabeth Gerritsen is in her 3rd season on the World Tour and is looking more and more confident by the year. This face suits her stylish skiing and she puts down a great run in this first event. Fellow Swiss Maud Besse is a rookie this year. She's come through the qualifying tour to test her mettle with the big guns. She is one of the last riders to go and still manages to find fresh snow up in the super technical sections towards the bottom of the face. The reigning champion, Ariana Tricomi, does not disappoint. She kicks it off with a 360 from the big windlip. The 26-year-old Italian links together really smooth big turns and tidy drops. The judges like her overall impression and give her the win.
Ich habe eigentlich voll das gute Gefühl gehabt.
I had a really good feeling about it already. I liked the face right away, and I think this kind of face suits my style.
Vom Face.
I had a good feeling in the morning already, and also at the start. And I'm really happy that I did my 360 and that it worked out, because the landing was actually pretty bombed already. Tricomi starts the season the way she means to go on with it. The 2 Swiss skiers right behind her, and Norway's Hedvig Wessel also a threat in 4th.
Looks like everything's lining up. The snow looks awesome. The boys are sending.
Light's good, snow's good, riders are insane, and we are witnessing a pretty amazing show.
Christopher Turdell drops in for the first time this year and shows exactly why he is world champion. Full commitment and style. The young Swedish rider has a fantastic top section.
Play the part again, settle in behind my desk. Give a part of me to a king I never met. I got a cardigan with a tiger stitched in gray.
New Zealand's Craig Murray drops in with intent. His first trick is a huge 720 from the very popular Windlip.
Like a China shop run bloody in the city of the sun. The city of the sun.
Next up is the only Japanese skier in the mix, Yu Sasaki. It's his first World Tour event after winning the qualifying event a week before. He exudes confidence and sticks his run with the best in the world.
I need to breathe again, get the Oxford off my neck. The kind of collar that you never think about until it rips. I feel the scene again on a school night.
Now first stop as a rookie. The level of riding out here today is incredible. Dude, this is a sick day to run an event. Sick mountain. The snow is incredible.
21-year-old Tom Pfeiffer takes to the start and quickly shows his caliber. He won the American qualifying tour convincingly in 2018 and joins the World Tour along with his twin brother. He rides the face showing no hesitation whatsoever. Next to start is one of the biggest names in free skiing, Tanner Hall. With numerous film parts to his name, Hall has never competed in a freeride competition. This season, he has a wild card for the tour, and with his inimitable style, puts on a great display.
It was my first one ever, first big mountain contest run ever. So it was like really nice to get it done. I'm super stoked that I didn't fall. Got a couple tricks off. The day is amazing, bro. Like Bluebird Sun, Hakuba Japan, Japanese Alps, bunch of spines everywhere, the illest Japanese people in the world, the best skiers in the world, the best snowboarders in the world. This is the best shit out, man. I'm so damn hyped. It's so sick. Such a good day.
Marcus header, drop in. 3, 2, 1, drop in. Yeah.
Marcus Ada, the Vice World Tour champion, drops in on the face and lets rip. He throws caution to the wind and goes full tilt using the mountain as a freestyle park.
Die Linie, die ich mir ausgewählt habe, habe ich eigentlich von Anfang an gesehen.
I found my line right away and I liked it from the beginning. It offered me a lot of options. I won my first and so far only tour stop in 2013. Last year I was second overall, but I didn't win a stage, so it's really awesome to stand on top of the podium now.
Jetzt ganz oben auf dem Stockerl zu stehen, ist wirklich mega.
Ada takes a convincing win, but the top 10 are all contenders in the overall. There are world champions and talented rookies in there ready to pounce. With the first Freeride Tour event ever to be held in Japan complete, the riders cross continents for stop 2 in Kicking Horse, Canada, where the faces are steep and open and the riding will be fast and furious. As they say in Kicking Horse, it's time to get rowdy.